What's up, guys? Simply Coco here, and welcome back to my channel. And today we are doing an apartment renovation. It's been quite a while since I've done one of these, so I wanted to bring one back to the channel. And the ones that I have done were all studio apartments, except for like maybe one, maybe two. I'm not exactly sure. So I wanted to do one with more than that wasn't a studio apartment, basically. Um, so as you can tell from the title, this apartment is made for a single dad and his daughter. Um, I won't say more than that yet, just because I don't know exactly what I'm gonna title it. Um, but I'll get into more detail about the dad and the daughter as we as we get to their bedrooms. Um, but as you can see, I am doing the kitchen right now. I went with the island, no, not island living. I went with the jungle adventure. What are they called? Counters and cabinets, and just the cool kitchen appliances. That tends to be my go-to for appliances. If I just want like your basic like stainless steel looking appliances, the cool kitchen ones are the ones I tend to use. Um, and now I'm kind of figuring out this small dining little space. After I like figured out what I wanted to put in the dining space, I lost all motivation for this build. I just wasn't feeling it. I liked the couch. I mean, not the couch. I liked the kitchen, but I just couldn't, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. So I had to like stop recording and like just kind of think about it for a little bit, cuz I had this color scheme in mind, which was blacks, oranges, browns, greens, and some white. Um and when it and not really orange, but just a really warm wood tone color. But when I was putting those colors down, or I was trying to get the warm wood tone color down in the dining room table, but it just didn't look right next to the kitchen, so I just lost all motivation. And like I said, I had to stop and really think about what I wanted to do. And then I came up with a storyline, and that literally helped so much. And once I figured out who was living here, their storyline, I just I've just started furnishing and didn't stop until I was done. Like the inspiration just kind of hit me. I knew going into this build that I wanted it to be a single dad and his daughter, but it wasn't until that I kind of lost my motivation, where I kind of got the details and like um, not their backstory, but just like who they are and what they do, and how old they are, and like just all of the small details um, that really gave me the push to get through this speed build, or speed renovation, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it took me about an hour and a half to furnish this entire apartment. Excuse me. Sorry that you didn't see me do the floor plan. I did the floor plan before I even started, just to see if I liked the floor plan, and then I was like, okay, I'm not going back and doing redoing the floor plan because I might forget or mess something up or whatever. Even though I probably wouldn't have, because it's a pretty simple floor plan. But as you can see, I've pretty much am done with the living room, besides like clutter and artwork and stuff. I do end up changing this eco lifestyle couch to the other eco lifestyle couch, the one that this one that looks like it's made out of pallets that literally you see on your screen now. I put this like industrial looking base game lamp. I guess I was going for like a rustic vibe. I don't really know. It's just a mixture of all different kinds of styles and things. Just because I figured, okay, well, let's get into the storyline of it all. I figured the dad is young. Um, when I say young, I would say he is anywhere from 22 to 24. I wouldn't even say he's much older than that. I would say he's in university, so I'm going to put a lot of books around. Um a lot of stuff, just a lot of book clutter and stuff like that to make it look like he studies a lot. I'll tell you what he's going to school for when I get to his bedroom. But yeah, I imagine he's a very young dad with a kid, not a toddler, a kid. So as you can see, I put this pink book bag down. So it's she's a girl, obviously, and yeah, she's a kid. So he probably had her when he was let me count. So if he was 17, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So if he was 17 when he had her, then she would be about 7 right now. So yeah, that's a decent age. 7 years old is, it's not a toddler, but in The Sims, I feel like the kids in The Sims aren't really like 6 or 7. I feel like they're more like 8, 9, 10. I don't know. But yeah, a kid in The Sims can be 7 if you want them to. So yeah, I imagine he had her very, very young. He didn't physically have her, but he got maybe his high school girlfriend pregnant or something, and maybe since she was young too, she didn't want anything to do with the baby or not, or something. I don't know. That would be very sad, but yeah. Um, yeah, so I made this little nook over here. I really enjoyed this. It's a base game desk with the university bookshelf. Um, the one with the like cubicles in it, as you can see, and I kind of merged them together to make this like desk unit, and I actually really, really like it. Um, yeah, I've like, not to like say I'm the best or anything like that. Of course not. But I've never seen anyone do that with those two particular objects. Um, so I will probably be doing that a lot from now on. I actually really, really, really enjoyed it. Now I'm just like going through and trying to find paintings and stuff. Um, yeah, sorry about the pause. I end up getting rid of this table. I'm doing it now. That way I can put a table over here. I use this fitness stuff pack table, mostly because fitness stuff pack. I used fitness stuff pack somewhere else. Oh, no, 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 no. No, wait, what? Okay, no. I used the fitness stuff pack this accent table. I used the fitness stuff pack one, and then when I went and furnished his bedroom, I was gonna put the fitness stuff pack um little like chair that comes in it, and I was like, well, since I used a fitness stuff pack item already, might as well use this chair. But I ended up not using the chair. But as you can see, or as you saw, I put her book bag under that accent table, and I put a red book bag under that accent table to act as the dad's book bag because, like I said, I imagine he's in college. And then I was going through the clutter and I saw the dog treats. So I did decide to give them a dog. Um, yeah, I did decide to give them a dog. I will put the dog bowl next to the trash can whenever I put the trash can in, which I think I've done already. I'm not exactly sure. But now we're going into the dad's room. By the way, this apartment will be in my save file that I am working on. Obviously, I'm nowhere near being done. I say obviously because I've only been doing YouTube for a couple of months. And before that, I didn't even play The Sims 4. Like I did, but it would be like I'd play it, then I'd stop playing it for a year, and then I'd play it, and then I'd stop playing it for 6 months. So I never really, and then even before that, I never really built anything. I just played it. I would always get all my builds off of the gallery. You know, I would always download someone else's builds off the gallery and use those. But yeah, for the time being, every speed build on my channel will be in my save file unless it's like for a different save file, or if it's like a fantasy type build or something like that, then you can expect it to be in my save file. But yeah, this is the dad's room. It's going to be very young looking because he's a young dad. As you can see, I'm giving him a whole lot of books, mismatched furniture, DIY looking furniture, just because I assume, being in college, he probably doesn't have a lot of money. I imagine maybe his mom or, the grandparents help out a lot. This is the fitness stuff pack chair I was talking about, but I do end up, getting rid of it. This is the parenthood dresser that I put down because I imagine living in an apartment with a young kid or with a kid period, you would need a lot of storage. So, yeah, I gave him this dresser that kind of has some extra storage that isn't just drawers for clothes. Um, I do give him there's like this chest that comes with university. And I've never seen this object before until Devin Bumpkin mentioned it in one of his videos. But it's like a giant chest for, I guess, for storage, or like if you had it, if you had a chest in your dorm room, you might have kept like blankets or something in it. But for him, I just figured, it was more storage. So as you can see, I'm placing stuff on his walls. And if you notice, I just placed down the like rocket ship girl and then the planets poster next to his bed. So I imagine he's going to school to be an astronaut or just work in that field some sort of way. I'll say he just wants to work for NASA. Whether that be, obviously we don't have NASA in The Sims 4, but just for realistic purposes, that's what I'm gonna say. I imagine he's going to school to work in the space field. I don't know what you'd call that, but he wants to work for NASA. If he becomes a astronaut, cool. If he just wants to be like a space program engineer, that's cool too. Whatever. And then I also put a soccer poster or like a soccer trophy poster up. And then that gave me the idea maybe he plays soccer for the Foxbury Institute and maybe they recently won the championship and he got that poster out of it. I don't know. But that's why I gave him a treadmill, just so he could stay active. And I gave him a soccer ball. And then here's that chest that I was talking about that came with university. I used this like grayish swatch that has stickers on it. Then I gave him those 2 boxes because I imagined like maybe they just moved in, or not just moved in, but maybe they've been here only 2 or 3 months and there's still stuff in the boxes. And it's a fairly small apartment. So, he kept the boxes out just in case he needed to store away any of his daughter's extra toys or, extra clothes that don't fit in their drawers or something like that. But now I've moved on to the kids' room. As you can see, it's, yeah, I don't know. As you can see, I am using the Eco Lifestyle bed. I love these rugs. They came from the Toddler Stuff pack, and I've done this a few times in my builds where I take this base game kids bookshelf and the base game kids like set of drawers, the colorful ones, and I merge them together to make it look like one unit. I'm not very innovative when it comes to building. What I do is I try to find objects that can work together to become something else that you would see in real life. But I'm not very good at like taking a wall decoration and using and layering them on top of kitchen counters and making a new kitchen counter. Like I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. But yeah, I just like to see what objects work together, what objects I can connect to make them look like one like huge object that you would actually see in real life. But as you can see, I've placed a few toys around. I placed that, like, I guess it's like a tiger chair, and then the plushy pillows, and then this kid's clutter, just because I imagine she doesn't keep her room very clean. I imagine her dad is always telling her to clean up. I put the doggy bed in her room just because I imagine her and the dog would be best of friends, and she would always want him or her next, in her room with her. That's a nightlight over the bed that will keep the monsters from coming if you didn't know that. Or you can just turn that off in the game options. Yeah, not much else to say about her room. Sorry if I'm speaking really fast. I don't mean to, but sometimes I get in these speed builds and there's so much I want to say and I don't get to say them because the video's not long enough or whatever. So I just, I just go. But anyway, here I am working on the main bathroom. This is the general bathroom, I guess you would say. The dad does have an ensuite, so this would be the bathroom that the kid uses. So I make it really colorful, to make it look like, the dad decorated it to be her bathroom, but just with the understanding that this would be the bathroom that people would use if they did come over to the house. Just a quick little side note, I kind of want to start a new series on my channel where I create the Sims that I've built houses for. Because a lot of us simmers, we build a house and we tell you who lives in them, we tell you their storyline, but unless we come out with a save file, then you're never really going to see the Sims that live in those homes that we build. So I was thinking about starting a series where I basically just create the Sims that I built homes for. And so it would basically be like I would just go into cast and create them, and then it would be like a speed cast. I don't really know what you'd call that. And then I would, do a voiceover that kind of just retold you their storyline, what house they were going to be in, and then do like a little short clip at the end of them moving into that house, maybe some screenshots of them being in that house or something like that. So I'm thinking of starting that on my channel soon, just as some different content that other simmers don't really do. But let me know what you think about that. If that's something you would want to see, because as of right now, for all the homes that I have on the gallery, I don't have the families on the gallery for those homes. So if that's something you would like to see, or if you want those families, just let me know down in the comments if that's something you'd want to see, and I'll definitely do that. But anyway, guys, right now I am just cluttering up the kitchen. As you can see, I do put the pet treats, and that's kind of what gave me the idea of giving them a dog. I wanted this to look very family friendly, so I put a lot of things inspired by kids, so that's why I used that bread box. But anyway, guys, the screenshots are about to be rolling, so I will see you all in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will always respond to your comments. And please turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when I post my next video, exactly when I post it, and I will see you all then. Bye!